Hello everyone and welcome to another raid guide for the Nighthold. Today I'll be going over Tichondrius. Like usual, I'll keep this nice and quick so you can get back to running circles around Dalaran. So let's get started. Tank Tichondrius where he's standing. Tanks need to watch for Feast of Blood. This will spawn 3 blood adds on the tank. The tank that gets this needs to run to the back of the room, 30 yards away so the bloods don't get a healing debuff. Later in the fight, Nightborn and Demon adds will spawn. These have their own mechanics which I'll talk about later. These also need to be tanked at the back of the room. Whenever adds come up in this fight, ranged DPS need to switch to them and AoE them down as fast as possible. Once the adds die, the tank can go back to the boss and taunt when the next set of adds spawns. Tichondrius has a vampiric aura, which causes any adds within 30 yards to heal for the damage they do. So all the adds need to be kept away from the boss. If they end up being near the boss, stuns can prevent them from healing if you can DPS them down fast enough. Throughout the fight, Tichondrius will put Carrion Plague on players. This is a dot that deals high damage. He will also cast Seeker Swarm, which will cause a wave to travel to any players with Carrion Plague and spread it to anyone else that's hit by it. To deal with this, have all DPS start on one side of the room, and have whoever gets Carrion Plague move to the other side of the room. In our case, we started on the right and had people that got the plague move to the left, using about a third of the room for those who had the plague. Make sure when he casts Seeker Swarm, healers are ready to heal everybody up because it does massive damage, and anyone afflicted with Carrion Plague needs to try to spread out because stacking will cause multiple people to get hit by the wave. Periodically, Tichondrius will cast Echoes of the Void, causing 4 spikes to come out of the ground. When they appear, everyone needs to hide behind them so they're not going to get hit by the cast that he's doing. The spikes do take damage and will break after taking too much damage, so make sure that people are spread out evenly behind them. It works best if melee go behind the one on their side, melee with the Carrion Plague go behind the one on their side, and any range spread out between the two in the back. You don't have to worry about Seeker Swarm during this cast, so as long as everyone gets back to their spots fast, you should be fine. The last ability you have to worry about is Illusionary Night. This will phase the whole raid, and Tichondrius will disappear and spawn waves of bats. Group together and AoE these down as fast as you can. Every bat that dies will drop an orb, which massively increases damage, healing, and mana regeneration. Healers and DPS need to pick these up by stepping on them. The more bats you kill, the more orbs you get. We found it worked best if we stacked to kill them. However, Tichondrius appears around the room and launches a big laser through the room. Everyone needs to dodge this. If you don't dodge it, you get stunned and take a lot of damage. If you stack and move together, you should be able to dodge the beam and kill as many bats as possible. After this phase, you have 30 seconds with the buff from the orbs. We found this was the best time to lust, so you get the most damage out of the orbs. He will do this phase twice throughout the fight. After the second one, you have about 2 minutes until he enrages. The only difference throughout the phases is he will spawn more types of adds. The Nightborn adds put a debuff on the tank, increasing the damage they take. When this expires, it'll leave a purple puddle on the ground, so try not to drop this in the raid. The Legion adds will put a debuff on healers that drains their mana, and when it's dispelled, it does AoE damage to players within 8 yards. Healers should move away from others before being dispelled. On Heroic, you will also have to deal with a mechanic called Searing Brand. This puts a green circle around 2 ranged players, and the only way to break it is to have 4 other players walk into the brand, causing it to explode for raid-wide damage. We found it best to have 2 points marked where the branded players would move to, and we would call it which one to break first. Because of timing, we found it best to break one, wait for Seeker Swarm, and then break the other, so everyone is topped up before breaking the second one. And that's it for Tichondrius. This boss does seem to be a DPS check. We found if not enough people got the orbs, we would hit the enrage timer, so make sure you watch out for those orbs. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please like down below, and if you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching, and good luck.